Hello everyone and welcome to the Entrepreneur Journey Chats. I started these series because I felt that during this time that we're all mainly at home, I wanted to give back to hearing from people who've grown their own business of all levels of success, hearing their insights, their tips, their golden nuggets, their ups, their downs. And I thought it would be useful. And I'm delighted today to welcome a friend of mine who I met through business networking many moons ago. And we've been friends for a long time. And she runs an incredible business helping a lot of people. And I really wanted these series to be so varied that people can pick different things from different conversations. So welcome, Miss Helen O'Brien.
Thank you very much, Susie Mitchell.
Oh, lovely to have you on our chat today. So let me tell you a little bit about Helen. So Helen is the owner and founder of the Complete Health Clinic based up in Manchester. But even though she's based in Manchester, she offers so much value to all her connections all over the world, actually, because she sends out nutritional advice through emails, she does live, she does webinars. So there's so much more to Helen than just having a clinic, which I'm sure you'll find out if you connect with her. But the clinic reflects everything that she does, as I said, from health to nutrition to well-being. And she doesn't, as she says in her bio to me, she doesn't recommend anything that she hasn't done herself, which I think is very admirable, very admirable. Her previous background has obviously been in the corporate world of food and drink in sales and marketing, which played havoc on her health, both physically and also causing a lot of stress. Hence the decision to take control and conduct her own orchestra. I love that, really wonderful. So 17 years ago, she changed all that and is now an experienced, I would say you're an expert in digestive health, specializing in colon hydrotherapy and complementary therapies, including sound healing, and has carried out to date over 20,000 colonics. Now, a lot of people may not know what a colonic is. They can look it up online, but we know gut health, as we know, Helen, is very poignant. So people do not get how important keeping their digestive and gut health is. And I know you'll touch on it. Her experience has given her amazing insight and knowledge to how the gut is key to both mental and physical well-being, as we've just said. The clients she's treated and the positive impacts and change in their lives she's seen as very humbling and gratifying. So, you know, I've been a customer of yours. I'm a friend of yours. So welcome today.
Thank you so much for asking me.
Well, as I said, I wanted to offer value to, you and I have discussed at length how important the whole health and well-being of the body. You know, I work a lot with the mindset. You work a lot with some mindset, but mainly the physical side, which is your expertise. But let's jump straight into these questions so that I can ask you. What I truly believe, there is an art to personal leadership. The secrets, if you like, of your winning formula that's helped you grow your own business. So what would you say would be 2 or 3 insights that have helped you along the journey to your success?
As the first one, I always felt like I was a square peg in a round hole. As much as I loved corporate, it fitted amazingly well in my younger years, gave me a massive insight. I had lots of training. I quickly found out I loved people. Passionately, and going around Manchester to all the clubs and pubs selling beer, actually it was my personal relationships with them, and it wasn't about selling, it was just about listening. It was about getting to know them. So things like sales targets never interested me. It was just what I just did what I loved with a passion, and that was the people. But it was that feeling of, you know, do I fit in? I think that was a big thing, really. And understanding, you know, you've got to listen to your gut instinct and follow what I'm going to say, your true north. You know what actually makes you tick, what you're passionate about. And I think that was the start of my journey, really. And walking the walk and talking the talk. So whatever I discovered, it was passing that on to clients, because what I didn't realize is people would look at me and go, wow, you've done that, you've changed it, you know, you've changed because you weren't happy with things. And I think that's really, really important, to be grounded and centered and do it with integrity, I think, more than anything else, and passion. Just love what you do, really. So I think that for me, my leadership style is all about just listening to yourself, listening to your gut instinct, and being honest, being really truthful. And you have choices. You know, some choices may be harder than others, but we have them. And once you feel right about it, then you'll fly. You'll fly.
I love all those. I really love them. That's absolutely great, Helen. You know, the other thing I truly believe with all the clients I've worked with over the years, I think successful people do think differently, and they do different things. So what do you feel have been some values or virtues that have supported you along your journey?
I think some of the listening to other people, really. I'm very blessed that I still have amazing people in my life. And I am going to say this, and it's not a cliche or anything like that, is when I met you listened to me and you gave me the most amazing nuggets of wisdom, and I took it on board. And I mean that sincerely. And I think I will never forget, I was going on holiday and you said, I'm going to give you a gift, Helen. And you gave me the name of 2 books. One was called The Secret and the other one was The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. And they really got me on my path. They revolutionized me and shaped me from today. And I think it was things like that. And, you know, and I do believe if people, you know, they give me those little nuggets and it's like, you know what, I'm actually going to listen to them. And I think it's mutual. It's exchange of energy.
Nice.
And I'm really blessed. The amount of people that come through my door, they are the right people, without a shadow of a doubt. So yeah, from that point of view, and boundaries as well. I think that's another thing that I've learned. Coming from a corporate world where I was exhausted, I had probably adrenal fatigue, diagnosed with an underactive thyroid. I was poorly all the time, and it was the boundaries, I think. But that was probably one of the very pinnacle moments of my life. So I thank you with all my heart for that.
Oh, I'm very grateful for that. But you are blessed to have lovely clients, but you've worked on your experience, you've worked on your wisdom, and you're specializing in this arena, and you've helped so many people, because I know some of them, and you know, some people don't know where to look for nutritional advice, don't know where to look for gut health, don't know where to look for holistic health. And that's why I wanted to get you on, because I know that you are able to, if people reach out to you after this, you know, you'll keep them connected with good wisdom through emails and things like that, which will be fantastic. So that's great. And that leads on to obviously something that, you know, you've touched on a little bit, how I've supported you, but it's the circle of genius. You and I know that a peer group is important, very important. You know, having outside eyes and ears, and even as clients, we share best practices, even though we met many moons ago at a networking event. You know, we've stayed friends, we've run joint events together, you know, and I just think, what 2 things do you feel that I bring to the table to help others who might be watching this? Are there any extra things that you can add?
I think probably your amazing energy and zest for life. You do. I mean, you fill a room full of amazing and, you know, positive nuggets and jewels. It's believe in yourself. It's that self-belief. Don't look at anything as a negative. There is always something positive. You know, if you look at something positively, oh my God, your whole energy, your whole demeanor, you know, even how you walk into a room, you know, the smile on your face, your whole energy that you give, there's always something that you can be grateful and thankful for. And I remember you telling me a story when you were a little girl traveling. I think you were in Malaysia, and you thought you were Nancy Drew. You were on an adventure. And it's a journey, you know, and I think, again, it's like, it's looking at, right, okay, I didn't expect this little thing to happen, this curveball, but what am I going to do with it? And how am I going to play it? And I suppose that doesn't matter if you're CEO of a company or, you know, running like me, like a clinic or something, or, you know, my own business, a small one. It's just like, okay, right, fine, what's this teaching me?
Yeah, and you do that. You definitely walk your walk. Thank you for that back to me. But, you know, I'm going to throw it right back at you, Mrs. as well, because, you know, your energy is, I think energy, if we keep our level of energy high, as you said can cope with the challenges in life. We can, anything that happens, because people, humans are going to go through the ups and downs of life. You know, we have that energetic vibration inside of us, and life, we learn and stretch through the life's lessons, you know, or business lessons, you know that, I know that. So absolutely true. What I would say to you is, I believe everyone has the potential inside of them. You and I agree with that. Everybody has got the potential to reach their level of greatness, whatever it is. So what would you say are 2 arenas that people could learn to master more of?
I think going back to what I said earlier, it is about boundaries. It's okay to say no. It's okay to say, you know what, that client doesn't fit my profile and what I am. Because what I found is, you know, you can have some people where they're just not right for you. They just don't sit well with you, and that's okay. You're not for everyone, and I've learned that, and I'm now able to say, you know what, I'm actually not for you. I think you need to find someone else. And I think ultimately you get more respect for that, really, more than anything else. I think that's probably one of my biggest things that I've found. And you don't have to justify your decision. You know, it's like, certainly when you're networking, I do get asked a lot if I'm interested in certain products and things like that. And it's like, you know, at this moment in time, I don't need to justify myself and my decisions that I make as to, you know, why I'm doing certain things. It's what feels right in my gut for me at that time. Because as we all know, what is for today is not necessarily for tomorrow.
And we've gone through that in the last few months. Yes.
Absolutely, yeah. And it's good to stand still and sometimes take that time out to reflect. I think that's it, and we don't do that a lot. And certainly, what we're currently going through at the moment, I feel very blessed that I've been able to take that time. And there's certain things that are going to be non-negotiable when I go back to normal life. You know, there's certain things it's like, no, that's what I need, because I can't give from an empty cup. You can't give from an empty cup, and you have to nurture yourself to be you're the best you can be.
Totally. I think that's very well said. And I hope moving forward, a lot of us have learned some lessons through this time, that we will press the reset button. We will reflect in certain areas of our lives. Could we do it differently? It's all, I think it's all a gift to us, you know, even though I know so many people have been through, we talked about it before the call, the mental health challenges and things like that. They know they can reach out to us to help them with anything like that. It's so important. You know, you and I could talk for hours and hours about this. We know that. So the other thing you and I do a lot of, like you said, I shared some books with you and you shared some with me, is books and podcasts and YouTube videos, whatever they are, have mattered to us. We've used it through our timeline of growth, personal development, whatever it is. So, you know, we've read so many and listened to so many, but if you could pass on and pay it forward to people listening now, what would be one book or a podcast that you've listened to that have massively influenced you, whether it's recently or in the past? What would you recommend?
The one, I think the key one, and I always go back to it, is The Power of Now. Is to live in the moment. I used to be a movie maker. I was a worrier. I'd start off with a little thing and I'd make it into a massive thing, and it's all perception because none of it is real. And I think for me that was the biggest book, and every time I reread it, and I have actually started to get into auditory stuff now.
Great.
Well, which is great when I'm driving into Manchester, listening to it, is I always find there's something that I've missed because I'm just on a different path, or I'm further on into my journey. So it's really good to go back to things as well, because what you didn't see the first time, you know, you've developed or you've grown or something's happened where you can look at things a little bit differently. So The Power of Now, Eckhart Tolle, definitely is the one that, and I've recommended to so many people, so many clients. It's just like, yeah, that's my golden nugget book.
Brilliant. But also, like you just said, sometimes when we read a book or hear something, we're not ready to receive it. We're not ready to hear that lesson.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, you need to revisit things later on, and we could be in a better position to hear it then.
Yes, totally. Definitely. Yes.
These conversations fly by so quickly, Miss Helen. Where can people get hold of you? What's your website or email that people can...
My website is completehealthclinic.co.uk, and there are many channels to get hold of me: email, text, phone me. I actually really like talking to people. Obviously, when I'm busy in clinic and when I go back, it's probably a little bit harder, but I do get back to people. Sign up for my newsletters. I'm just launching a load of freebies with little videos of golden nuggets of my, what I know. Because like you, Susie, we know so much, and sometimes it's like I've been able to take this time to go, right, what are the key things that people always ask me that I can get out there and to help them. And I think that's the other thing. And it's like I've had loads of people ring me, and I've just said, as much as I'm very flattered and honoured that people want to travel from London to Manchester to come to see me, I can recommend registered and regulated people within their area, because I've got an amazing network of colleagues.
You have.
So again, or also the other thing is people ring me and it's like, well, actually, you know what, you might be better seeing this person because maybe you're not ready for that yet. So I think that's another thing. It's, just because someone rings me doesn't mean to say that I'm going to be dragging them in for a colonic. They might need something else. If I can help, then I will.
And you're just absolutely amazing with that. A true friend, but also a true natural connector of people. You really are. Yeah. So obviously you've told people where they can get hold of you. We'll put it out when your chat comes out in LinkedIn. But thank you for your time. I know.
Thank you. Pleasure. Oh, it's lovely to see you. Look amazing as always.
Well, no, same back at you, girl. And thank you for giving all your insights to our LinkedIn connections. Take care.